What is up, YouTube people? How's it going? So, I got really bored and thought about making like this Ableton 9 tutorial videos channel thing. I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot of fun with it. Only if I can get some people like you to comment and all that good stuff and communicate with me, you know? Because I'll take requests. I'll try to teach you how to do some shit, especially if I know how to do it. And if I don't, that's one thing that I can just look up and learn. Yeah, that's right. I can learn too. Ableton 9 is fucking awesome, dude. It is super sweet. It's my favorite audio program, and I've used many. Like, I'm an audio engineer. I went to school for it and all that shit. And we're mostly in Pro Tools and like Logic and Digital Performer. They all suck, man. We didn't use Ableton once there. It was bullshit. They had some demo installed on a couple computers, and like nobody was using them except for me, because nobody knows how amazing Ableton is. Okay, so here's my mic track. It's an audio track that I had to make so I can talk to you guys, because I'm not going to make one of those videos where I like talk over the video and it's not live, it's not fun. I want to be able to like, you know, change up the volume and shit if I want to, all that fun stuff. So there's my audio track. You can oh, I don't know what I did. Okay, so you can make like a new track just by like highlighting this and Command T. That'll give you a new audio track. If I click this one and then Command T, it'll put it in between the two. I don't know. Shift click, you can highlight both the tracks and delete them, or you can have two tracks highlighted and you can control the parameters of both of them at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that comes in handy later on down the line. This video is supposed to be like an introduction kind of type thing. I don't want to get in too deep on some things, because I want to make a video on all those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I gave you all the fucking information in this video, then there wouldn't be any other videos. Hurrah! Okay. So audio tracks, yeah. Command T, get used to your shortcuts, son. Command R, you can rename that, say guitar. Okay, now you want your audio from right here. That'll be one of your tracks. If you have, oh, let me back up a second. First, go to your preferences. Command, comma, yeah, preferences. Audio input device is like whatever you have, you know, like you plug your shit in your computer straight up, or do you use like a Fast Track Pro kind of type thing? Whatever it is, it'll be right here under your audio input device. And usually, I don't know, depending on how your studio is, you know, it'll be different. There's no right and wrong answer. This audio output device, Soundflower, that'll throw you off. Usually like built-in input, if you want to monitor your shit on your computer, like through your computer speakers, built-in output. Or if you want to plug headphones in your little headphone jack in your computer, built-in output. Right? I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. The Soundflower shit is for my recording device, and I use it for other stuff too. I won't get into that, but it's like a virtual device, right? I can't hold it. I can't sell it on eBay. It's just like a virtual software device. Channel configuration, say like you just got your PreSonus FirePod, and it's got like 10 tracks, and you just plugged it into Ableton. It's all turned on and everything, but you only have like a couple tracks. You know there's more tracks. Input configuration. Sometimes they're like grayed out. So yeah, that'll help you out. Buffer size 64 if you don't really want to hear any delay, but if you have a bunch of like plugins and shit, you might want to bump that up. But you're gonna get some latency issues. So like if you're a guitar player and recording shit, you probably want this on 64 and recording without a bunch of plugins on top of that guitar track. You know, whatever, just do it dry for now, as dry as you can. You know, use pedals or whatever, you know, and then you can, after you record all that stuff and edited it, that's a toughie. Yeah, once you are done editing it and shit, and then you want to focus on like the tones and all that and effects and all that shit, and put it on after the editing, you know, put it in, make your recording mixing in like sessions of little things you have to get done first. I don't know, dude, I can't even talk right now. There's like this weird delay with this recording device that I'm using up here, and it's really throwing me off, man. It's like I have these headphones on, and when I talk, it's like there's a slight delay. It's totally throwing me off, man. It sucks. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that later. Anyways, Ableton 9, yeah, it's kick-ass. So there's our guitar track, whatever. Okay, let's get into MIDI tracks. Command-Shift-T. MIDI, see? MIDI. And we'll put like, you know, like sub bass or something. Sub. Okay, now I want to put an instrument on this channel. This is how you put an instrument on, or an effect. It's a MIDI track, so we want like an instrument or something MIDI. MIDI effect, not yet, because we need a MIDI instrument. So I usually use Operator. It's pretty straight up, solid, got all your like sines, squares, saws, and all that shit, and you do like frequency modulation to get something dirty, but usually when I want something dirty, I use Massive or something. But I do use Operator for my sub bass, and pretty much when I start out any MIDI track, I just like play it like play the sine stuff, so I can figure out what I want to record and not just focus on tones and all that shit. You know, the type of sound. Who knows? You know, I want to get the notes out there first, because that's, I don't know, that's where I think the art is. It's in the notes and shit, you know, and then you can just spend hours going through different tones and shit, and that's fun too, but I mean, if you play the wrong note, it'll sound pretty bad, but if you play like a different like tone or effect, I don't know, it can still work. But learn music theory, kids. So here's our sub, right? There's our sub. It's just like a basic sine. And then if that's too like high for you, you want to lower the octave, you press Z. Oh, hold on, I'm already low here. Z and X change the octaves when you're using your little home row piano. If this little piano thing is yellow turned on, then you can use your home row. Like, it's a little quiet. Oh, actually, press Q. Okay, so there's our little sub bass. Oh, it's great. It's just a sine wave, nothing fancy. Okay, I'm gonna toss that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to making a bunch of videos and really getting into detail about some of the effects or whatever, you know. Just like holler at me, you know, like tell me what you want to figure out, and if I know it, man, I might make a video if that sounds fun. I don't really know what else to show you guys. I mean, these are sends, and then you know, if you have something playing, you turn up the send and it goes in to the return track. See? Oh, reverb. Okay, and delay, that's on B, so we're gonna turn B up and get a fucking delay. Fucking delay. That shit you were hearing a second ago, that whoosh, because I have so much shit running on my computer right now, it's ridiculous, and my buffer size is only 64, so I probably want to bump that up to 128, but I'll just leave it here right now. It's kind of like give you an example of like a buffer, what was it called? The buffer size that is too low. I love 64. There's like hardly a delay on it, but I'm starting to fuck up, you know? You gotta bump it up. Make your computer like not think as hard. I don't know, that's about it for the intro, you know, like this is where you like make tracks and stuff, and then you can like fire the clips once you record them. Like right here, they'll have a little play sign, and you know, you can just do a bunch of crazy shit. And then if you have the global record button going, whatever clips you play over here will record in this arrangement view. You know, you're familiar with the arrangement view. Maybe not Ableton's arrangement view, but this is how you record shit most of the time. All the time. This is what Pro Tools looks like, you know? Arrangement view. So let's just go back into the session view. Stop the project. I mean, if I'm recording like actual music, like bands and rock music, all that shit, you know, like audio instruments, I will record in the arrangement view. Sometimes when I'm dropping beats, you know, I'll record shit in the arrangement view. You know, like I'll just make a MIDI track right here, highlight an area. Oh, my mouse sucks. Highlight an area, Command Shift M. Yeah, that's right. What do you think that made? I made a MIDI track, son. Or no, I made a, what's that called? I don't even know what that's called. Insert MIDI clip, I guess. Yeah, there it is. Right on. Insert MIDI clip. Now I can go in here and it's telling me it's 16 bars long. Trick it out, you know, do whatever. Put my bars all over the place. It'll do some crazy shit. I don't even know what this is. I'm just going buck wild here. Then you'll get really fast with it. Just bam. That's right. Instead of 2 bars right next to each other, we could just like move some things around, and there you go. There you go. You have a 16 bar loop instead of 2 8s right next to each other. So yeah, now we can like Command L, loop that shit, play it. Yeah, you're not hearing anything because I don't have an instrument on this MIDI track. So how do we fix that? I already told you. You just select the track, go over to instruments, and like, yeah, I want operator. I want operator. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I'm sure that's very annoying. I don't need any of this shit. I'm just gonna delete it all. So yeah, yeah, be making some videos. So be on the lookout. Swing by, tell me what you think. Give me that thumbs up shit. I don't know. Make me cool. Peace. Fucking stop.